Hello everyone, I'm Ron Grant coming to you live and direct from Tortola in the Virgin Islands. You're watching 284 Media. Thank you so much for your time. Happy Pets Veterinary Clinic located in Units 20 and 21 of the Skeleton Bay, Fishlock Bay, Tortola warehouses. We are joined by two of their phenomenal physicians, of course. It's no secret, Happy Pets Veterinary Clinic is under new management, and we've all seen the father-daughter duo write-up circulating, which is aspiring to a number of young persons in the family business. Of course, seeing succession planning, is very important from parent to child, and we are honored to be featuring these two phenomenal professionals. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Some claim that the age of a true gentleman is far behind us, but we disagree. He may appear in different guises today, but the values and ideals that make him a gent still stand. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman by yours truly, Ron Grant, presents Season 6. Introducing Sheldon Frett, actor, film producer, writer. Daylon Vantapool, entrepreneur. Terrence Neal, creative director. Chad George, entrepreneur. Humphrey Liu, financial services professional. Jamali DJ Molly Thomas, sales manager. Kai DeCastro, entrepreneur. Dean the Sportsman Greenaway, journalist. St. Clair Steady Fleming, entrepreneur. Devon Cowell, brand specialist. Robert Green, footballer. And Rick S.S. Grant, author, The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, coming June 5th, exclusively on 284 Media, inspiring a generation of greatness.
Start the year off with more. More speed, more downloading, more savings, and more fire. CCT Fire Fiber Internet gives you the speed you need to keep the whole family connected. Packages starting at $119 with speeds from 300 megabytes per second, super fast, unlimited downloads, even more reliable connectivity, plus free live streaming TV for the family to enjoy. Sign up for the absolute best fiber internet service in the BVI, CCT Fire, and pay no installation fee. Plus, get CCT Live TV for free. You deserve more. Get more with CCT. Life Unlimited.
Welcome back everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. I'm not sure about you, but we have a pet in my family. So we do quite a bit with Happy Pets Vet, and I want to welcome both of you to the studios. Do me a favor and introduce yourselves to the general public.
Hi, my name is Shade Swanston. I'm the managing veterinary practitioner at Happy Pets, and this is my colleague.
Hi, I'm Sasha Neckchuddy, and I'm one of the vets at Happy Pets.
Wonderful. So first of all, allow me to welcome you both to the British Virgin Islands, and thank you for your services through Happy Pets Vet.
We're happy to be here.
Wonderful. I want to talk about, Sade, I want to start with you. How has the transition been, taking over the practice at Happy Pets Vet so far?
It's been a little slow, and I don't mind that because I'm finding my way around the island. I've worked in 2 different clinics before, and this is the first time I've actually kind of started from the ground up almost. But it's been okay. The clients have been very friendly and very helpful. I've felt pretty welcome, so it's been good.
Wonderful. And I noticed both that Dr. Yu and Neckchuddy's qualifications are DVM, that's Doctor of Veterinary Medicine, but you also carry MRCVS. Now tell us about that. What does it really mean to a pet owner?
So the MRCVS means a member of the Royal Veterinary College of Surgeons. It's qualifications that I receive from the British universities. It just means that I'm bound by their rules and regulations in terms of procedures, and if they have any queries or any problems with me, they can report me to them.
Governing body.
Yeah, my governing body. It's just when I finished my DVM, I went up to England and I did an extra exam and extra qualifications, and that's what it means.
Excellent. Now, I'd like to ask you both, how long have you been working with animals?
Well, we graduated both back in 2018. But as you said before, it is a father-daughter duo. So my dad's been in practice for over 30 years, and I've been working in the business since I was 16. I've worked my way up from receptionist, animal attendant, vet tech, and then now veterinary practitioner. So I've been in it for a long time.
Wonderful.
At least 16 years.
Okay, and yourself?
I have grown up with animals throughout, and from teenage years I've been volunteering with different animal rescues, the local zoo back home in Trinidad, different wildlife places. So I've always been around animals.
And where did that love and passion for working with animals come from?
I think we're born with it as vets.
All right, I suspect so. Why did you choose really the field of veterinary medicine, and what was that process of training and becoming certified for some of our young and upcoming professionals who are watching?
Well, I mean, I started out pretty late. I did a couple of degrees before I did my veterinary degree. But it is a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. You don't have to be a straight A student, because I was not.
Okay.
But if you have the passion for it and you stick with it, you can become a vet. It'll take some time, as I said, and you have to really dig deep, because there are a lot of sleepless nights with the studying, and the exams are no joke.
It's a lot,
But
yeah.
yeah, it is a lot, but it is worth it in the end.
And what do you say to the young professional who's watching, who's interested in veterinary services and might be a bit apprehensive, but I do believe that it is wholeheartedly a field that is not only, it's not paid much attention to in the Virgin Islands. So tell us, what would you say to young professionals who are watching?
Well, usually vets are born from birth. We know what we want to be from a very young age. And most vets, along with myself and upcoming vets I've met, have always had that passion. So I would say don't give up on that passion. The field, along with other fields, does have its challenges, but it's not impossible. It's very much possible to become a veterinarian.
Okay.
You just have to set your mind to where you're going. I think all vet schools require science subjects at secondary school level, and then you go on to a university that you would like to apply to.
Exceptional. Now, what is your favorite animal, both of you, and why? I have to ask you.
Ooh, I mean, it changed. I used to be a staunch dog person.
Okay.
Over the years, I've started to actually prefer cats. But I'm more of a small animal person. I'm not a big fan of like reptiles, so like, no.
Okay.
But bring me a dog and a cat, I'll be happy. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
And yourself?
I don't necessarily have one favorite, but I have many. My top of the list would be orcas.
Okay.
Second to that would be horses.
All right.
Third to that would be reptiles. And I love everything else.
And your least favorite animal to work with?
Snakes. Snakes, all the snakes.
Understood. I could understand that. Now, I want to talk to the public, the general public in the British Virgin Islands who have been clients of Happy Pets Vet for quite some time. We now are experiencing you, and many of us, we cherish our animals. What would you say to the general public who's looking on and have been coming to Happy Pets? Tell us about this continuation of great service and quality in caring for our animals.
Well, what I'd like to say is welcome. We'll be really happy to see you. If you have any questions, we're always there to answer anything, but either via WhatsApp or via email. And we're just here to promote your pet's welfare. So if they have any issues, we're here for you. We're not going to try to break your bank. We're going to try to be as affordable as possible. We are still, as I said, getting started. So there are some services that we don't fully have right now, so like radiology or ultrasound, but in the next coming months, those will be available.
Okay. And tell us about some of the types of services offered at Happy Pets Vet.
Well, at the moment, we are doing walk-ins for medical cases. We are doing routine examinations. I would like to stress on preventative. Usually when you visit us, we will advise you on everything that you need to do to prevent diseases so that you'll see us for mainly routine. We do offer some surgical some surgeries.
Some surgical procedures. Yep.
We are better equipped to offer a more wider range of surgeries.
Or more advanced things. So like we'll do spays and neuters, we'll do dentals, tumor removals, and generalized laboratory services.
Wonderful.
So we do blood work and organ function tests and all of that. We will be offering more services like allergy testing, especially once we get a company that's a bit more affordable than the current company that we're with now.
Okay.
We're hopeful that we can get with them, and that way the charges that we have to charge you are not going to be all that to make like, oh my God.
Understood.
And we would also be able to see any exotic animals, large animals, that's cattle, sheep, goat, horses, wildlife.
Exceptional. Now I have to ask you, are you currently open full-time? Do you accept walk-ins? What does that look like right now?
So our opening days are Tuesday to Saturday.
Okay.
Tuesday to Friday is 8 to 5. We do take a lunch break between 12 and 2. On Saturdays is 9 to 1. And we are open for walk-ins, but you can also WhatsApp us at 3450-491, and we can set up an appointment as well. We are now fully open.
Okay.
Before, when I first started, it was only 2 weeks out of the month. But now that we have Dr. Neckchuddy here, we'll be open full-time.
Okay. Now, you mentioned exotic animals just now, and I have to tell you, we have quite a bit of exotic animals in the territory, from guinea pigs to iguanas, snakes, turtles, tortoises, rabbits, flamingos, of course, zebras, dolphins, and whales. From time to time, they pass through. Can you share what experience, if any, you have with working with such exotic species?
Well, I haven't had that much experience with that many exotic species. I've done a few with rabbits and maybe a couple of stray raccoons that have made its way onto the island.
Okay.
But Dr. Neckchuddy has a bit more experience in the exotic field than I do.
Tell us about it.
Since I graduated, I've been working with wildlife. I worked for 5 years at the Emperor Valley Zoo in Trinidad. I also volunteered at different wildlife rehabilitation centers. A year before I came here, I spent in Belize, and Belize has a wide range of wildlife. It also introduced me to things like manatees, sea turtles. So I love exotic wildlife.
It's interesting that you mentioned manatees, because in late June, there was a reported sighting of one off Guana Island. The video, of course, was in circulation and we all saw it. Which I found very fascinating, and I'm glad that you mentioned that you have some experience with that. Ladies, in the final analysis, as I mentioned, our pets are very dear to us. You mentioned something very important, which is you push preventative. And just like us, we want to prevent illnesses, whether it's non-communicable diseases. What are some things that you would say to pet owners, perhaps if they notice any signs in trying to provide preventative care versus perhaps coming to you at the last minute when it might be too late?
Well, I would say, it starts off when you're young. Same with children. If you have a pet as a young kitten or puppy or a young animal, you want to start off with a good base. So you want to make sure you get their vaccinations, make sure you get them dewormed on a regular basis, and that means every month, especially because we are prone to having tick fever on the island. We do have heartworms on the island, and we do have parvo on the island. And parvo is a very contagious disease that puppies can get, and it is pretty fatal. And there is no treatment. We can just treat the symptoms, but the main thing is, again, prevention. So getting their puppy vaccines as soon as they're between 6 and 8 weeks. And then as they get older, it's just yearly vaccinations and top-ups. Make sure you get your flea and tick treatments. Make sure you get your dewormers every month. I always say to my clients, after their first set of puppy vaccinations, I don't really expect to see them as long as you're deworming every month at home until they have to come back for the yearly vaccinations. Barring any accidents or any illnesses, I don't really need to see them unless you find there's something wrong. Now, if you find that your pet is not eating, not drinking, is maybe vomiting and having some diarrhea, it's always best, if it's been going on for more than 48 hours, at least contact us. We can give you some advice over the phone. We can triage the problem before it gets too bad. But try to get to us before it's 2 to 3 weeks out, and then it's going to be a lot harder for us to determine what the problem is, or to at least treat the problem effectively.
Wonderful. Well, I want to thank you both so much for stopping by. And again, welcome to the British Virgin Islands. And we thank you so much for your contribution. And we wish Happy Pets Vet the very best. And of course, as I mentioned, I'll definitely be stopping by because we have a four-legged child at home. So thank you so much. And thank you for stopping by at 284 Media.
Thank you for having us.
You're most welcome. Viewers, that is all the time we have. You heard it here first and met the lovely additions to the veterinary clinic located in Units 20 and 21 of Skeleton Bay Lot here in the beautiful British Virgin Islands. Happy Pets Vet. If you have a pet, you know exactly where to go. Bye-bye.